Welcome back to a brand new vlog and happy new year. It is 2026. What the fuck? But I'm so ready for it. It's currently the 5th of January and this vlog is literally going to be just a spend the week with me as we do a little bit of resetting, which I've already really done, and getting back into the swing of things, getting back into routine. I didn't train much over Christmas. I think I literally did 2 sessions maybe, and I did 3 runs. 3 runs, which were amazing. Got my new Garmin, so I got to use that, which was very exciting. And yeah, today has just been full on back into work. I went for a gorgeous frosty walk this morning. It is so cold, like my house is like a literal fridge. It's freezing, but look how gorgeous this was. Where's it gone? That was our morning walk, and look at this. Is she just not the cutest thing ever? But yeah, I did a massive prep day yesterday, so I meal prepped to my heart's content. I've got soup for dinner, soup for lunch, which I am cooking up now, which I'm so excited for. I'm hoping it's going to heat me up as well. But yeah, it's literally just chicken and a load of veg. So I literally prepped that for dinner last night, lunch today. I prepped 4 lunches for the week. So for the 2 of us for the next 2 days, like chicken, roasted veg. I made ginger shots, I made smoothie, I made breakfast bagels. Yeah, I've been absolutely on one. I was doing my washing, I was sorting my life out. And yeah, I feel good. I feel good going into 2026. I feel like it's going to be a really good year, and I hope you're doing fabulously. But what I did do this morning actually, or this afternoon even, was my vision board. So I started doing my goals the other day. Literally just sat down, like did my reflections, did my goals. I like to like do it and then come back to it, because I feel like otherwise you just end up like writing for the sake of it, and I like to actually like make sure that I want to do them and I want to set them as a goal. So yeah, so that's what I did. So I've done it kind of over the last few days, and then today I was like, right, let's do the vision board. So I did it, and I'm going to pop a little video in here of what it looks like. Now 8 o'clock. I completely forgot what I was saying earlier because my camera was about to die and I was feeling under pressure, but I'm about to cook up a storm. I'm gonna make some chicken pasta. So we've got onions, mushrooms, peppers, spinach, chicken, pasta. Yes, I would show you, but I'm gonna put YouTube on and the kettle's gonna be boiling and it's gonna be chaos. So yes, but quickly, I told you, didn't I, that I made ginger shots yesterday. Now this is something I got into last year, bought the little bottles and everything, loved it, but it was a faff. Like when I say it was a faff, I had to get my big blender out, which at the time was on top of my mixer. Then I'd have to like obviously mix it all up, and then I was actually like straining it all at the time. So I got like the cheesecloth, then I had to put it into a mixing bowl, then I'd have to, anyway, it was a massive faff. So I kind of stopped doing it for a little while, but then I saw someone literally just doing like a Ninja blender, which is what we've got, like literally in the bottle, so you screw the lid on. And what was she using? So I've been thinking for a while, yeah, I need to start doing that again. And then I follow, I think it's Sophie Richards. I think that's her name. I'll let you know if it's not. She basically does like all things anti-inflammatory, and she was basically making ginger shots and she put in olive oil and black pepper. So I thought that'll be a little something to spice it up. Now I do put chili in as well because I just love chili. The M&S ones I think have chili in them and I just adore it. I didn't have black pepper. It's on my shopping list. So actually it's not on my shopping list. I need to put it on my shopping list. So it's got 2 oranges, 1 lemon, a big bit of ginger, a whole chili, turmeric, olive oil, black pepper, water. So I'm gonna give it a taste test. Again, there's not enough room in the fridge to put it into the little bottles, so let's just do a big gulp. That might be good for you because it tastes horrendous. Pardon? I don't know whether I've got too much turmeric. I think there's too much turmeric and too much chilli. I did just literally pour heaps of turmeric in. I think I've put too much. The turmeric's like earthy and the chili's really spicy. But I feel like it's probably good for you. I feel like if I added like apple or something, or apple juice, it'd be nice. But anyway, yeah, probably don't follow that recipe. Or do, see what you think. Maybe just don't add as much chilli and turmeric as I did. But health is still good for you, even if it is very spicy. Anyway, I'm off to make my chicken pasta. It is another very frosty morning. This morning is Tuesday morning. We're out running to walkies, aren't we, babies? I think it's actually like 8:20 and I love coming at this time because no one else is here. I am filming this on my phone because I forgot my camera. But yeah, it's like 1 degree today, so it's actually cool, warmer than it was yesterday. Whoa, stay with me. It's warmer than it was yesterday. Yesterday it was like -1, so I was a little bit unsure whether I should actually bring them. But I googled it and it said just keep an eye on them and it's fine. Oh, where's she gone? Just stunning. I am just gutted that we didn't have snow though, because my whole family had snow but me. But yeah, we're enjoying our little morning walk. The only thing I need to get is a hands-free lead, which I've been looking for one for ages, but I literally just can't find the one that I like in a nice colour, because then I can bring my coffee on my walks as well, and then that'll be literally perfect. Like, imagine doing this walk right now with a coffee in hand. Oh, it would be stunning. We only come down here in the summer or when it's frosty, otherwise it's too minging. This is the face of a gal who has just done a 6k run on a lunch break. And I'm bloody proud of myself. Do you know what? We are literally, what is it, the 5th? 6th? Oh my god, it's not the 6th, is it? It's the 6th of January. How is it the 6th of January? And so far, I'm smashing my resolutions, my goals. I really wanted to get back into running like properly, and I'm doing it slightly differently this time in terms of, last time I did it, obviously I was training for the half marathon, so I actually increased everything quite quickly, and I think that's what caused my knee to flare up so badly. And then once it kind of flared up, it just didn't calm down again, and then I had like calf issues, and yeah, I had loads. So this time around I was like, right, I need to just be a little bit more careful. And so far I have done, I think I ran a couple of days after Christmas because I wanted to test out my new Garmin. I then ran the 2nd of Jan and I've run today. So I think in the last like couple of weeks I've done 3 runs. So I did a grand total of 15k last week, and then so far I'm on 6 for this week. So I think I'm gonna make it like a goal to run like 10k a week, which I know doesn't sound like much, but whilst I'm trying to build it up and just kind of really be careful with my knee, like I'd rather do that than try and do like longer distances and then end up in a bit of a mess. I did do 9k the other day and it felt really good and it didn't flare up at all. So yeah, I think I just need to be careful of like total distance that I'm doing, but that is my plan. If I can do like 10k a week minimum, I think I'll be happy. And yeah, I'm not really following any plan or anything at the minute. I'm literally just going out to do like, well, I think I've done 2 6Ks and a 9k in the last couple, I want to say the last like 10 days. And yeah, just kind of like seeing how it goes and not really following any like pacing or anything, literally just trying to keep it as consistent as possible, which, when was it? The 2nd, I did struggle to keep a consistent pace. Like my pacing was literally ridiculous. Today was a little bit more consistent, but I was running like into the wind on the second half and I felt like I was going so much slower, so then I tried to speed up a little bit more and then ended up actually going a lot quicker than I had for my first half. So yeah, so that did mess with my consistency a little bit, but do you know what, I'm really enjoying it. Like I really enjoy the fact that you can literally just get changed and go, and like, you know, you can have like a really good workout in like 40 minutes, and I have waited to like cool down a little bit before I go in the shower, which does mean it's taking a little bit longer, but yeah, generally like within, you know, an hour, like I can leave my desk, go for a run, come back, shower, and be sat back at my desk within an hour, which I really, really like. And yeah, I was getting a little bit bored of the gym. To be honest, I would say for the last probably like 18 months I've been getting bored of the gym, and last year like it just became such a chore, I just literally can't be arsed. Like, don't be wrong, when I'm there and I'm doing it, I would say like, I never regret doing it, but there's minimal times where I'm like, oh my god, I'm so glad I went. Or not like, I'm always glad I've been, but yeah, in terms of like the minimal times I left feeling like, oh my god, yeah, that was really, really good, like really loved that. So this year I've just decided to try and mix it up a little bit. So I want to try running twice a week and then doing two to three strength, why can't I talk? 2 to 3 strength sessions with cardio mixed in as well, because I want to be doing more like functional stuff. My goal this year is to be the physically fittest I ever have. Like, I feel like I've spent so many years building strength and building muscle and stuff, which is amazing, and I'm always going to do that to a certain extent, but this year I want to just feel physically fit. Like, I want to feel the best that I've ever felt. And yeah, those are kind of my New Year's resolutions, to be fair. I will go through my resolutions at a later date. I need to jump in the shower now. But yes, those are pretty much my like resolutions. I'm not really changing anything like drastic. I'm not doing like a big change. I'm not doing like a big overhaul or like different, you know, resolutions and locking in and all that bollocks. I literally just want to like fine tune the things I was already doing. Like, I already do everything that I need to do. I just need to do some things a little bit better. So for example, I would say towards the end of last year, like, I started snoozing my alarm like one too many times, which then meant that I was like going out for a walk later than I wanted to in the morning. And when I say later, I mean like 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes later than I wanted to. But then that means that then I'm on my walk and I'm like rushing, thinking I need to get back for work. So now, like this year so far, this year so far, as in today and yesterday, because it technically started on the 5th, I'm just trying to make an effort to actually like literally only snooze my alarm once. It's just a habit of mine, I snooze my alarm once, which is fine, but I set it 10 minutes earlier so I can snooze it once. I'll snooze it and then I'll literally like do my like journaling, do my gratitude affirmations, whatever it may be, and then get out of bed and get ready. And yeah, so far it's working. And you know what, it makes me feel so good. Like, I really struggle getting up in the mornings, I'll be honest, but it makes me feel so good, especially like when we've had our little frosty walks. It'll probably be very different when it's raining, but yeah, when we've had our like frosty walks and I can literally just get the dogs out and go, and then I'm back at my desk with a coffee by 9 o'clock and I just feel so much more like calm. And I think that's another big thing I want to do this year, is not like rush through everything. So like, even at my desk this morning, I was like, oh my god, like thinking of all these things to do in my head, and then I'm like, but why? Like, I've literally got all day. I know what I need to do, I've got it planned, I've got it structured, like just chill. So yeah, those are 2 things, is like just kind of like fine tuning things a little bit, and then just getting a little bit more like I said, on top of like meal prep and stuff like that. So I'm going to stretch my glutes because they're getting a bit tight. Yeah, just like get on top of my meal prep and stuff like that as well, just to make sure that my nutrition is really on point, because I did get a little bit bored of like breakfast and lunches and stuff that I was having before. So yeah, those are pretty much it. And then the main goal is literally just to be more present. Like, that is the main goal in life at the minute, is just to be more present, enjoy what I'm doing, stop thinking about like the future and like the next big thing and the next milestone and like what I need to be doing, and actually just enjoy living in the moment. Like I was saying today, the other day, like I'm really trying to reduce my screen time, because I do not want to get to a point where, like, I love scrolling through social media, I love watching people's, like, especially TikToks. I'm a bit bored of Instagram, I'll be honest, I don't really go on it that much, but like TikTok I love, and like YouTube I absolutely adore, and I love watching people's content, but I don't want to get to a point where I look back and think, wow, I've spent so many hours watching other people live their lives rather than living my own. And obviously that doesn't mean I'm going to completely cut it out, because I do believe that, like, for me, that does really, you know, I do watch people that do inspire me, and I love watching things like that, and it is just like nice to have that downtime. So I'm never going to stop doing it, but I really just want to reduce, I suppose, that like doom scrolling or like picking up my phone when I'm working and then procrastinating, because we all know that like 10 minutes can turn into 20, can turn into 30. So yeah, being more present in my life, even just like not, like, I think mainly like not being on my phone. So like when I'm with other people, like being with other people, when I'm doing something, do it intentionally. Like if I'm gonna take a break from something, like actually take a break, not take a break and then be doing something on my phone, or be doing something different, or yeah, things like that, which I hope makes sense. But yeah, those are my kind of like thoughts for the new year, to be fair. Nothing really drastic. Like I said, just kind of like keeping doing what I'm doing, and then just like fine tuning little things as well, because I know that there's certain things I could do better. Yeah, I'm 30 next week. So I'm doing them so I can be my best in my 30s. But anyway, I'm getting cold now, so I'm gonna go and have a shower, and I shall catch up with you. Actually, let me just quickly show you what I made for lunch. So these are some of the meals that I prepped the other day. So I bought, oh, did I show my new glass containers? I don't think I did. So I basically have been wanting glass containers for ages, like literally ages, because we had loads of like plastic Tupperware, and it was just getting to a point where I was like, they're all staining, they're all just a bit shit, to be honest. There wasn't like we didn't have like consistent ones, we had loads of different ones. And yeah, I just wasn't like meal prepping. And then I bought the like black plastic ones with like clear lids that are almost like, yeah, like, you know, if you like bought meal prep, like it probably come in that. But again, I just wasn't really using them. So they are going to be now my like freezer ones. So while I like cut meals up in the freezer, and then I bought these. So we've got this size, and then we've also got ones that are probably like half the size that way. So they're gonna be really good for like breakfast, for like oats and stuff. And yes, this is literally just roast chicken with onions, peppers, carrots, butternut squash, sweet potato and potato, like a mixture of all that. I literally just chopped it all up, chucked it on a roasting tray. I put the chicken in foil and then put that on like towards the end. And yeah, that is my lunch. So I'm very, very excited for that. Like I said, a big goal with nutrition, I didn't really say, but a big goal with nutrition this year is to just get as much like goodness into my diet as I can. Like I said, my diet is pretty clean anyway. But yeah, I just want to kind of, so for example, where I would have had like, I don't know, a chicken wrap or something for lunch, like I'd rather have something like that to get in like lots of goodness as well. So kind of like killing all birds with one stone, rather than then having to have like fruit or have like something else to almost get your micronutrients in. So yeah, that is the plan. I had my prep bagel this morning, got that for lunch, and then I'm making like chicken kebabs, I think they are, for tea. Never made them before, so we'll see what they're like. But yeah, I'm gonna stop blabbering now because I'm absolutely freezing. It is now Thursday and I am just cracking on with some work. So I thought that I would just, by the way, RIP to the snail. I cracked it. When did I crack it? Yeah, basically it got repaired in my last nail appointment and it cracked again. And yes, I was on a dog walk and it just ripped off. I didn't even notice until it wasn't there anymore. But yes, I thought I'd just quickly run through the way that I have done my New Year's resolutions / goals this year. Because I've done it slightly differently to normal, like vision boards, goal setting, everything. Because what I think I was doing before was I was setting almost like very external goals. So like my goals were kind of like, I want to go on this holiday, or I want to have this car, or like, do you know what I mean? That sort of thing. And obviously, like, yes, you know, you can set those goals, like that's absolutely fine. But I found that what I actually like missed, like what was fundamental to that was like, number one, like how I was going to get there, and number two, like the way that I actually wanted to feel. Because I think what 2025 taught me a lot of was that I actually don't really care about like the big things, like, you know, the big car or like the big house. Like obviously I would love those things, don't get me wrong, but those things are not like fundamental to my happiness. They're not fundamental to like me feeling good. And actually like what is fundamental to those things is things like my morning routine and like looking after myself and you know, like having my evenings to myself, or having, you know, like a day off on the weekend, or you know, just like finding gratitude in the little things and like all of those things. And I think that's something that I'm really trying to bring into 2026. I did start to do it towards the end of 2025. Like I really tried to take the time to like do my gratitude and do my, you know, like journaling or visualization or whatever it may be. And it definitely did make a difference, like it really, really did. So this year, I'm just trying to like do that even more. The way that I did it was I watched Grace Beverley's YouTube video. And what I did was, firstly, 2025 reflections. So I looked at what I'd achieved this year, like everything, like every little thing. So for example, like one of the biggest things was stop waiting for the next thing. Like that was huge. Then I looked at what ways of working have I enjoyed, what habits helped me the most, what do I wish I had more time for, what is stopping those things, what didn't work and why. And then out of those things, then things I could control and things that I couldn't control, because obviously if you can't control it, it is literally out of your control. What I also then went and did was went through my 2025 goals, and I'll be honest, there was a lot that I didn't tick off, but what I now realise is it's because I actually don't care. Like, they don't actually mean anything to me. They're not aligned with actually where I want to be. So go figure. Of course I didn't get there. So then it was a case of going through like knowing where I'm going. So what I kind of had to think about was what a successful life looked like for me. So I did this in stages. I think I did all of this in one day, and then I went back on a different day and did my actual goals, and then I went back on a different day again and did my vision board. So yes, know where I'm going. So what a successful life looks like for me. So the first thing was who I want to be, and I think this is so important because this is something that I do with all my clients. Like, who do you want to be? Because that is ultimately going to define like your actions, your mindsets, like the way that you show up, absolutely everything. Then it was how I want to live. So how I want to live my life, like how I want to spend my mornings, how I want to spend my evenings, how I want to, you know, what I want to do in a week, how I want to spend my weekends, all of those sorts of things. So, and then what I want to do as well, like within my life. So I did all of those questions. And then what I did then was go like, had a breather. The next day, or like 2 days later, then I went through my goals. So my kind of looked at them in terms of like SMART goals. So I split it into categories. Now you don't necessarily have to do all of these, but I split it into health, career and business, relationships, personal development, finances, attitude and mindset, and home life / self-care. Now some of them will overlap a little bit, and the reason that I did those categories was because I use the productivity method planner on my laptop, and the like monthly, yearly, all the goals are split into those categories, so it was just easier for me to do that, to then kind of like translate that into monthly. So what I did with those things was then looked at kind of like milestones, or you know, so for example, and you can apply this to anything, like if you've got a goal that you want to hit, maybe it's like quite far away, so you have to kind of split up different milestones within that, or split that into like mini goals. And then obviously what you can do then is split those goals into monthly targets or monthly goals. Then you kind of work back. So it's almost like reverse engineering. Split that into weekly targets and then split that into daily habits. It just kind of breaks it down. So then automatically by doing your daily habits, you're doing your weekly. By doing your weekly, you're doing your monthly. And by doing your monthly, you're working towards those bigger ones. And the biggest thing with that is you've got to start off small. Like you have to start off small. And the biggest mistake that people make is they'll go, especially in the new year, they'll go, right, these are the changes that I want to make. So I'm therefore going to do this. I'm going to plan my meals. I'm going to prep my meals. I'm going to do my workouts. I'm going to get outside. I'm going to do my cardio. I'm going to do my steps. I'm going to drink my water, manage my stress, go to sleep. And like all of those things, if we're looking at 9 things, like they are, you know, they're big things. So what I always encourage people to do instead is absolutely set all those intentions. So you know moving forward exactly what you want to achieve. Yeah, you know exactly what you want to achieve. You know how to get there. But then what you need to then do is kind of break that down. So kind of, let's say for example, you want to do 3 workouts a week, but you're currently doing none. Rather than go, right, I'm just going to start doing 3 workouts a week, go, right, okay, I'm going to do 1 to 2 workouts a week. I'm going to get that solidly in my routine. I'm going to do that consistently. And then once they become more natural, then I'm going to add in another one. Because what's then going to happen is every single week you do your workout, you are going, yes, I'm doing what I said I'm going to do. That's building your self-trust. It's building your confidence. It's becoming more of a natural thing. So then once that one session is like solid in your routine, you can then go, okay, now I need to find a time for another one. And you can build it up. What I did was as well, and it may sound so stupid, but rather than go, I want to do XYZ, I was literally like, I am going to. Because that's another big thing that, again, I work on with all my clients, is your identity and your mindset. If you are going, I'm going to try and do this. Like, try is literally not a word that I will let my clients use, or I will always call them out for it. Because if you say you try, that's subconsciously you saying, I don't think I'm going to do it, but I'm getting that dopamine hit from saying that I think I'm going to do it. Yes, so like I am going to XYZ, because again, the way that you say things matters. If you say I'm going to do this, like you are going to be so much more likely to do it. If you're like, oh, I'm going to try and do this, like you're literally giving yourself the green light to not go all in and try it. That is that. Yesterday I prepped these berry cheesecake overnight oats, and I added some chia seeds to the top. So I thought we'd do a little taste. Oh God, why is it all wonky? I thought we'd do a little taste test. Now, I did used to make overnight oats all the time when I used to work in the gym, and then I went off them because I just made them so much, but let's give it a go. They're nice. They're nice. They don't taste like berry cheesecake, but I did change some of the ingredients. You were also meant to like mash up the berries and stuff, which I didn't do, so I did do some of it differently, but they're nice. I would definitely make it again. It's literally oats, almond milk, protein, honey, which is meant to be maple syrup. What else was there? Can't remember. But yeah, with a little chia seeds on the top for a bit more fibre. So this is going to be my breakfast / pre-workout. It's now 11:45. My plan is to do another solid like hour and a bit and then go to the gym. I have just been to pick up my pottery painting that I did today, and how cute is it? Oh my god, I love it. It's so mad because when you paint this on, like when I painted these, they were literally like the lightest pink, but obviously it says like it's got colour guides for what colour it's going to turn out to be, and yeah, don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I just thought a bowl would be something I would use the most, and I love it. Excuse the angle, but you're literally on my whatever it's called, it's on my dashboard, my steering wheel, because I am on my way to get my nails done. It is now Friday and I am on time. Everything's going very smoothly, touch wood. But yes, I thought I'd just give you a little update before I get my nails done, because this is what I currently have. So they are my Christmas New Year ones, and I'm getting my birthday nails, which I don't really know what to get. Like normally I have an idea of what I want, but I'm not really sure. So I did have a little look last night, and I did see there was, I think like a French, but like chrome to mix up a little bit, or there was some with like balloons, like raised balloons, which I thought were also cute. There was also some like, I think they were like milky colour with like gold stars. That I'm not selling it, but yeah, that looked really cute. So I've literally just screenshotted a load of stuff and I'm gonna see what she thinks. Often like I'll give her a design and be like, I think this is what I want, and then she'll be like, why don't we do this instead? So like mix it up a little bit. So yeah, I'm hoping she's got some good ideas, because they're gonna be my birthday nails. But yeah, I'm very excited for I don't normally get excited for my birthday, like I really don't. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Like it always feels like a little bit of a, I don't want to say anti-climax, but like I think you almost expect the day to like feel really different, and obviously it doesn't. It just feels like another normal day. But this year obviously I turned 30 and I don't know, it just feels different. Like I'm really excited for it, and there's a lot of like surprises as well, which I don't normally like surprises, and the reason I don't like surprises is because I'm nosy as fuck and I always like to know what's going on. Which is why no one even tries to surprise me, because I generally find out what's going on. But this time I've tried to be like, no, I'm not going to ask too many questions, because Dave's taking me away next week and I don't know where we're going. I have no idea, like literally not a clue. So that my mum knows, because he sent my mum some of the hotels to help him decide. I know the dogs are coming, that is literally all I know. So that I'm like, I have no idea where we're going, like I literally have no idea what he's got planned. And then I spoke to my mum yesterday and she was like, oh, will you come to my house on Thursday? And I was like, oh yeah, we're coming down Friday. And she was like, no, can you come Thursday? Like, can you be here by Thursday lunchtime? And I was like, why? And she's like, just can you? And I was like, yeah. So that's another thing. And then I keep asking Dave questions, and he's like, just shut the fuck up, like literally just stop talking, because obviously like he's like, just stop asking questions, just stop trying to hint. And yeah, and then Friday I think we've got like family coming over, and then like extended family, and then Saturday we're going for a family meal, and then Saturday morning actually I'm going for brunch. Well, we're going for brunch with my best friend and her husband. And yeah, there's just loads of things, like, you know, normally like, I don't know, you do something on the day and then you do like, I don't know, a takeaway or something. Like I think last year we did like a brunch and then we did a takeaway, and I think we did like a takeaway with my family and stuff, which is lovely. But like, yeah, I think that this year it just feels like, I don't know, it just feels a little bit different, but maybe that is because I'm getting old and I'm gonna be 30. But I'm actually quite excited. Yeah, I'm excited for it. So yeah, so that is the plan. It is Friday today. I've literally spent my morning just cracking on with little bits of work. I wanted to get like not the bulk of stuff done, but I wanted to get like enough done so that when I get back later, I haven't got loads to do. So I did take the dogs out this morning. We went out at like 8 o'clock. It was absolutely the most stressful walk ever because Maisie just wouldn't stop barking. Oh my God, this angle is horrendous. And obviously it was 8 o'clock in the morning, so I was like, please, for the love of God, stop. And yeah, that was... Oh, I'm trying not to make my camera slide. And yeah, that is pretty much all the updates. I did gym yesterday, did another full body session, did 25 minutes of cardio because I needed to do my cardio anyway. I was aiming for 20 minutes. And then I was lifting stuff on Vinted, so I did 25. I was literally sweating like it was no tomorrow, though. It was an absolute joke. Irrelevant information, to be fair. But yeah, that is pretty much that. So I have got a run planned for later. I was going to go when I get back from doing my nails, but I think what I'm going to do is do my work and then go out like more this evening, which I am not an evening workout gal, but I've only got a short run, and it means when I come back then I can just shower and get my pyjamas on, rather than like showering, because I can't get my pyjamas at like 3 o'clock, like I just can't do that. Then I'm also going to make a slow cooker tikka masala when I get home, which is exciting. But yeah, I've been really enjoying the variety of meals this week as well. Like really enjoying. Yeah, I've been enjoying just like mixing up meals. Like I generally eat the same things and I don't mind eating the same things. Like I actually quite like it. But yeah, I thought, oh, let's mix it up a little bit, especially with like lunches and stuff. It's been so nice. Breakfast and lunches were the ones I was getting a bit bored of. But even like just having different dinners, like it's been so nice. And the ones that I found are so easy, which is obviously exactly what you want. So yeah, so in terms of like how well the first week back into the swing of things is going, it's going very, very well. But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping now because somehow I've been yapping for like 6 minutes. And I shall see you on the flip side when I have my birthday nails. I am back and they are done and they are so cute. Wait there. In the end, we went for a little French tip with little gold stars, and I think they're just so cute, and they will look even better when I've got tan on as well. But yeah, how flippin' cute are they? Yeah, we decided against the balloon because we thought that I would get sick of it. Like, because my birthday's on Wednesday, we thought that I would be a little bit sick of it by literally like a few days later. So yeah, we've got these cute little French, which I'm buzzing with. I haven't had French in ages, like white French. I've had like glittery French and stuff, but yeah, haven't had white French in ages, and I think they just look so clean and fresh. Roro, come on, Maisie. What is this rain? There's all the swans, Rose. Are they all gone? They all run away from you.